Hello, my dear friend. Picture us sitting together, maybe with a warm cup of coffee, just talking like old friends. I'm so glad you're here. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, if I could go back and tell my younger self one thing, what would it be? Life has a way of teaching us, sometimes gently, sometimes not. Now, as you're 60 or beyond, every day feels like a precious chance to live more fully, doesn't it? I see you. And I know these years can bring both challenges and beautiful possibilities. Today, I want to share 6 lessons that have changed lives. Lessons I've seen lift people just like you from regret to joy. These aren't just ideas. They're paths to make your golden years shine. We'll walk through them together, step by step, with stories of folks who've been where you are. My hope is that you'll feel lighter, maybe even inspired by the end. So, settle in, take a deep breath, and let's begin this heart-to-heart. Ready? Lesson 1. Your health is your greatest gift. Your body has been with you through everything, every laugh, every tear. It's your most loyal companion, but it needs your love now more than ever. Small, kind choices, like taking a morning walk, eating a little more fruit, or drinking water, can give you energy, keep you strong, and add years to your life. Research shows that staying active reduces the risk of falls, strengthens your heart, and even lifts your spirits. This isn't about running marathons or drastic diets. It's about gentle, daily acts of care for yourself. Let me tell you about Tom, a 68-year-old from Columbus, Ohio, who came to my office feeling worn out. He'd spend hours in his recliner, watching TV, his joints stiff and his energy gone. He told me, "Doc, I feel older than I am." We talked about what he loved, his garden, his grandkids, and I suggested he try walking 10 minutes a day, maybe to his mailbox and back. At first, he grumbled, but he tried it. A few weeks later, he was walking around his block, noticing flowers he'd forgotten were there. Over months, he joined a senior fitness class at the community center, laughing with new friends. Tom told me, "I feel like I got a piece of myself back." That one small step changed everything. You don't need to overhaul your life. What's one tiny thing you can do for your body today? Maybe stretch for 5 minutes or add a vegetable to dinner. Start small and notice how your body thanks you. You're worth every bit of that care. Lesson 2. The people you love are your anchor. The people in your life, your family, friends, that neighbor who waves every morning. They're the heartbeat of your days. Loneliness can creep in after 60, especially if kids move away or life changes. Studies tell us it can harm your health as much as smoking, weighing on your heart and mind. But here's the beautiful truth. Even a small connection, a phone call, a shared laugh, a moment of listening, can bring you closer and lift you up. I think of Nancy, a 72-year-old from Seattle, who sat across from me with tears in her eyes. After her husband passed, she felt like her world shrank. She'd stopped calling her old friends, thinking they were too busy. "I don't want to be a burden," she said. We talked about how much her friends might miss her too. I encouraged her to try a local knitting circle at the library. Just once. She was nervous, her hands shaky as she walked in, but those women welcomed her, sharing stories over yarn. Over weeks, they became her new family, coffee dates, birthday cards, and all. Nancy told me, "I didn't know I could feel this connected again." Who's someone you've been missing? Maybe a friend, a sibling, or even a neighbor. This week, reach out, send a text, make a call, or invite them for a chat. It might feel scary, but that one moment could spark something beautiful. You're never alone when you open your heart. Lesson 3. Free yourself from old hurts. Carrying anger or pain from the past is like lugging around a heavy suitcase. It slows you down, steals your peace. Letting go doesn't mean the hurt was okay. It means choosing freedom for yourself. When you release those old grudges, your stress melts, your mood lifts, and your heart has room to heal. Research shows forgiveness can even lower blood pressure and improve sleep. It's a gift you give yourself. John, a 65-year-old from Denver, came to me with a story that weighed on him. He hadn't spoken to his sister in a decade over a family argument about their parents' estate. She was wrong, he'd say, his jaw tight. That anger followed him, souring his days. I asked him to try something. write a letter to her, just for himself, pouring out his feelings. He didn't have to send it. John wrote pages, tears staining the paper. Then, to his own surprise, he mailed it. A week later, his sister called. They met at a diner, talked for hours, and laughed over old memories. John told me, "Doc, I didn't just get my sister back. I got my peace back." Is there a hurt you're carrying? It could be big or small. Try writing it down just for you and see what comes up. Or maybe take a tiny step towards someone, a note, a kind word. You don't have to fix everything at once. Just let a little of that weight go. You'll feel lighter, I promise. Lesson 4. Keep your mind curious and alive. Your mind is a treasure and it loves to grow, no matter how many candles are on your cake. Learning something new, whether it's painting, cooking a new recipe, or figuring out how to text your grandkids, keeps your brain sharp and your spirit young. Studies show that challenging your mind can protect your memory, boost confidence, and even make you happier. It's like giving your brain a warm hug. Let me share about Mary, a 70-year-old from Atlanta who came to me feeling stuck. "I'm too old to try new things," she said. She'd always wanted to write poetry, but thought it was silly to start now. We talked about how her love for words was still alive in her. I suggested she join a local writing group, just to sit in. Her first meeting, she was quiet, nervous, but she wrote a short poem about her childhood. The group loved it, and Mary kept going. Now, she reads her poetry at community events, her face glowing with pride. She told me, "I found a part of me I thought was gone." What's something you've always wanted to try? Maybe it's gardening, learning a card game, or even watching a YouTube tutorial on something fun. This month, take one small step toward it. Your mind will light up, and you'll feel that spark of possibility. You're never too old to grow. Lesson 5. Find meaning in everyday moments. Purpose doesn't have to be a grand mission. It's in the quiet, everyday moments, helping a neighbor, tending your flowers, or telling your grandkids stories from your life. Feeling needed, even in small ways, lifts your mood and strengthens your health. Research shows that having a sense of purpose can lower stress and even help you live longer. It's about showing up for the life right in front of you. Ellen, a 67-year-old from Chicago, sat in my office feeling adrift after retiring. "My days feel pointless," she admitted. She missed feeling useful. We talked about what she loved, animals, helping others, and I suggested she try volunteering at a local animal shelter just one morning a week. Ellen started walking dogs, her heart melting with every wagging tail. She met other volunteers, swapped stories, and found a new rhythm. "Those dogs gave me a reason to get out of bed," she told me. Now, she's there twice a week, her smile brighter than ever. What's one small way you can make a difference? It could be as simple as calling a friend who's struggling or planting a few seeds in a pot. Look for one moment this week. Share your light. You'll feel that warmth spread through you, and it'll mean the world to someone else too. Lesson 6. Welcome change with open arms. Change can feel like a storm blowing through, especially as life shifts after 60. But it's also a chance to grow, to find new joys. Whether it's moving to a new town, picking up a hobby, or learning to use that smartphone, embracing change keeps your life vibrant. Studies show that staying open to new experiences protects your mental health, sharpens your resilience, and opens doors you didn't know were there. David, a 74-year-old from Phoenix, was one of my stubborn ones. He swore he'd never need a smartphone. Too complicated, he'd grumble. But he missed his grandkids, who lived across the country. In our sessions, we talked about how a video call could bring them closer. His daughter sat him down, showed him the basics. At first, he fumbled, but soon he was video chatting, laughing at his grandkids' silly faces. Now, he's mastered emojis, sending hearts and winks. David told me, "I didn't know change could feel like this much fun." What's one new thing you could try? Maybe it's visiting a new cafe, signing up for a class, or asking your kids to show you an app. This week, take a small leap. It might feel like a big deal, but you're stronger than you know. Change is just life inviting you to dance. We've shared a lot today, haven't we? These 6 lessons: caring for your health, cherishing your people, letting go of old hurts, staying curious, finding meaning and embracing change. They're like guideposts for your journey. I hope they've stirred something in you, maybe a little hope or a new idea. Take a quiet moment now. Which lesson feels closest to your heart? What's one small step you might take to bring it into your life? I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share what's on your mind, what spoke to you, what you're thinking about trying. You're not alone in this, and your story might inspire someone else. If this conversation touched you, please give a thumbs up, subscribe for more talks like this, and share it with someone you care about. Let's make these years your most vibrant yet together. I'm here cheering for you. See you soon.